Welcome to Gorilla's Friday Challenge Week 6 with Gorilla Test Papers. This weekly series is designed to help you master all key topics in the SEAG specification. This week we will look at the topic of angles. This is the first question of the week. The question asks, which of the angles below shows a reflex angle? This question gives us 5 multiple choice options with a different angle for each one. Pause the video now to try the question yourself. So let's get into it. First, we need to go over the different types of angles. This is a very important thing to know when working with angle questions. So, an acute angle is less than 90 degrees, a right angle is exactly 90 degrees, an obtuse angle is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, a straight angle is exactly 180 degrees, and a reflex angle is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees. Now let's check each given angle to see if it is a reflex angle. So option A is less than 90 degrees, so therefore is not a reflex angle, but is an acute angle. Option B is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, which is not a reflex angle, but is an obtuse angle. Option C is exactly 180 degrees, not greater, so therefore isn't a reflex angle, but is a straight angle. Option D is exactly 90 degrees, which is also not a reflex angle, but is a right angle. And finally, option E is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees, so therefore this one is a reflex angle and is also the correct answer. So therefore E is the answer for this question. This next question asks, this kite has angles of 110 degrees, 110 degrees, 90 degrees, and x degrees. How many degrees is angle x? Pause the video now to try the question yourself. So let's get into it. This question introduces the first learning point of the week, which is that the interior angles of any quadrilateral always add up to 360 degrees. This is a very important learning point to remember. So first of all, we will add the known angles together. So we do 110 degrees plus 110 degrees plus 90 degrees, which gives us 310 degrees. Since we know that the interior angles of any quadrilateral always add up to 360 degrees, we subtract this total from 360 to find the angle x. So we do 360 degrees minus 310 degrees, which equals angle x. This gives us 50 degrees. For this question, we can double check our answer, as we know that the interior angles of a quadrilateral should add up to 360 degrees. So therefore, we add up the known angles along with our answer, which is 50 degrees. This gives us 360 degrees. So therefore, this confirms our answer is correct. This is the next question of the week. Although SEAG past papers are never officially released, this question is said to be from a past paper. This makes it great practice with real exam material. The question asks, this triangle has angles of 140 degrees, 21 degrees, and x degrees. How many degrees is angle x? Pause the video now to try the question yourself. This question uses the second learning point of the week, which is that the internal angles of any triangle always add up to 180 degrees. So let's use this learning point to solve this question. So first of all, we want to add the known angles together, so we do 140 degrees plus 21 degrees, which equals 161 degrees. Now we have to subtract this total from 180 degrees to find the angle x. So we do 180 degrees minus 161 degrees equals angle x. So therefore, angle x equals 19 degrees. For this question, we can also double check our answer. This is because we know that the interior angles of any triangle should add up to 180 degrees. So therefore, we add up the known angles along with our answer, which is 19 degrees. This gives us 180 degrees. So therefore, this confirms our answer is correct. This is the fourth question of the week. It asks, this isosceles triangle has angles of 40 degrees, x degrees, and y degrees. How many degrees is angle x? Pause the video now to try the question yourself. So let's get into it. For this question, we will use the previous learning point along with a new learning point, which is that the two bottom angles in an isosceles triangle are always equal. So let's use both of these learning points for this question. First of all, we want to subtract the known angle away from 180 degrees, which is 180 degrees minus 40 degrees, which gives us 140 degrees. And since the two bottom angles in an isosceles triangle are always equal, and so all we need to do is divide 140 degrees
we do 140
by 2 degrees
in order
divided
to find
by
out
2
how
many degrees angle x is, which gives us 70 degrees. This question's answer can also be double checked since we know that the interior angles of any triangle should add up to 180 degrees. So therefore, we add up the known angle along with the calculated values for angle x and y. This gives us 180 degrees. So therefore, this confirms our answer is correct. This is the final question of the week. This question is also believed to be from an SEAG past paper, further making it great practice. The question asks, complete the table by determining the missing value, which is shown as a question mark, for the number of obtuse angles. Only consider angles A, B, C, and D in the trapezium. Pause the video now to try the question yourself. So let's get into it. First, we need to recall the important information from question 1, which is that an obtuse angle is an angle greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Now we need to identify how many angles are greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. So let's check each given angle. Looking at angle A, we can see it is 90 degrees, which is not an obtuse angle but a right angle. Looking at angle B, it is also 90 degrees, which is not an obtuse angle but a right angle. Angle C we can see is greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees, so therefore this angle is an obtuse angle. And angle D we can see is less than 90 degrees, so is therefore not an obtuse angle but an acute angle. So overall, we know that there is only one obtuse angle within the shape. This is the answer for this question. Congratulations, you have now completed this week of Gorilla's Friday Challenge by Gorilla Test Papers. If you're looking for more SEAG materials, head over to our site at www.gorillatestpapers.co.uk for all the resources you need. Don't forget to like this video and let us know how you did in the comments. We'd love to hear your score and any thoughts you have about the series. See you next week for another session of Gorilla's Friday Challenge.